I think I'm actually going to let him share his story. I think it's the best, coming from him. But, Richard, are you there?
I am here.
Great.
Thank you very much, Susan.
You are the best. And I'm going to tell everyone else that, after we hear everything from Richard, I'm going to go into more depth about him because I just want you to know before he gets started, he actually, at night, instead of going to sleep, he is thinking about what he can do for us, how he can best serve us, how he can make this the best company that has ever hit the industry. And I'd say, that saying, when they broke the mold or whatever it is, that applies to Richard. He is just, there's no other founder like him. And, Richard, I want to thank you so much for being on the call. And first, could you share a little bit of your background with us?
I absolutely can, Susan. Thank you so much. Before I do, I just want to say thank you for having me on your call, Susan. Susan, for all those of you who don't know, she's a national director with our company, which is the highest position any distributor has attained at all in this company. At the highest level so far attained. I think, after the Atlanta event, there's going to be some other positions attained soon. But right now, she's leading. So this is an important call. You got a great upline team led by Susan and all you wonderful people I heard on the call. So thank you, Susan. I certainly appreciate being on the call. And we at the company appreciate your team and the leadership you guys have provided for not only your distributors, but really as a guiding light for the company. Just so you guys know, Susan leads by example, put in 3 people the last two days. So, in other words, she's not asking anyone to do what she's not already doing. With that being said, my story, let's get what she asked you to say. I started out in this industry about 19 years ago, and I started in a very interesting position. I was a cable TV technician. That's the kind of job that prepares you to be president of a company, right? And long story short is I was in a pretty bad spot financially and going through a divorce. I was the first in my generation to be in a divorce. And long story short is I found this industry. And the industry got into my soul. It took a while. So for those of you who got off to the most spectacular start, welcome to the club of millionaires. It took me, a good 3 years to make significant money. The first 18 months, I was, backwards $12,000, $15,000, and really thinking about quitting because I didn't know, if I could afford to continue to go on any longer. Luckily, I had a credit card that had a few more $1,000s on it, and I stayed with it. And I don't say that to tell you have to lose money. You don't. I just did everything wrong continuously and did not really take my business seriously for about 18 months. And it took me a while, another 6 months, so about 2 years into the business to even start to make, some decent money. And I don't mean, when I say decent, I mean hundreds, not thousands of dollars. So at least I was in the black at least and not going backwards. And then after that, it started to take off. I say that for one reason, is I don't want anyone to think that everyone has to be an overnight success. Wherever you are today is exactly where you're supposed to be. So today is where you're going to start at. And that's what I took that as, went on to make millions of dollars, been the number one income earner as a distributor in 2 separate companies. I also was the vice president of sales and then moved up to executive vice president of sales with one network marketing company, went back to the field, and that was my second time I was the number one. So I went from, a lot of times people go to corporate and don't go back to the field. I enjoy sponsoring and talking to people. And then I got an offer to come and start this company, and we launched in May of 2009. And for those of you who don't know much about it, we've been involved now for about 15 months in business. And we really pre-launched in May of 2009, and I want to sort of give you the history of where we are and then put things in perspective so that you guys can understand really what I believe truly is being formed here. I've done over $50 million in a year in my downline, in just my team alone. So I've been a little mini company. A lot of companies would like to do $50 million as a company. I've had it in my downline before. And I truly believe this is going to far exceed anything I've ever come close to experiencing within this industry. But we started in May of 2009 with a product to optimize stem cell function. That was the main goal. It was a great product. We actually had NeoStem and collaborative partner and development partner with us, a great medical advisory board, which we still have intact today. Obviously, we have a relationship with NeoStem still today, an incredible relationship. NeoStem, a company out of New York, American Stock Exchange company, stem cell storage and harvesting company, was just beginning to build its momentum back at the time we started this collaborative partnership with NeoStem. Since May of 2009 to today, August, let's fast forward, 2010, NeoStem has helped us get a product called AC11, which is the only product clinically proven to repair one's DNA, the most important molecule in a body, which is also at the very forefront of science. NeoStem also, since then, has spoken at, especially Dr. Robin L. Smith, at the World Stem Cell Summit. So they were a participant in that. They were also backed by the Vatican. The Catholic Church and the authorities there said that they're doing it right. The adult stem cells was something that they believed in, and they believed in NeoStem, and that was a big, huge endorsement, and obviously it propelled the company to move even further. Since then, they've been just named by the New Economy and the biotech firms as the Stem Cell Company of the Year for 2010. So I'm going to put all that into perspective. So again, they have come a long way and are still our collaborative partner. They have grown tremendously since then. So have we as a company, Ceres Living. Number two, I told you and I mentioned a product called AC11, and we secured it. When we first started, that was an ingredient we wanted in our product, but it was exclusive with another company. We spent many, many hours and days and weeks and months working behind the scenes while we were open, really not pushing the marketing as much as we wanted to try to get this ingredient in our product. We were able to secure the product in the end of October 2009, and then got exclusive rights in North America for direct sales and network marketing for this ingredient, AC11, that has 6 patents to it, only known plant-based ingredient that has clinical studies, has actual data that we can actually state the word. It helps the body with its own process to repair one's DNA. That is a huge thing, a huge statement to say. Obviously, there's patents on inflammation and collagen and skin and sun damage, which causes your DNA to not repair, and that was really important. What just happened 48 hours ago was a big, big thing, and I want to just notice I'm trying to put some pieces of the puzzle together. What happened 48 hours ago was a press release stating that Optogenix, the owner of the patented ingredient AC11, has joined in a global affiliation with our company, Ceres Living, our parent company, Ceres Living, you and I, have joined in a global affiliation that we now have the rights to this product that a lot of people would like to have their hands on, and there's major corporations. The one thing we did not want to do was let some big company with a lot of money come in and say, Ceres Living, great job of making the awareness known. I'm going to come in and swoop in and get it. We actually got it. They don't. And we have secured a global alliance. And the CEO, Dan Zwarin, of Optogenix, said in the press release, for those of you who did not know, we are extremely excited to have Ceres Living as part of our development and marketing partner. We no longer have a client-customer relationship. We are the partners with a company that has what I believe to be the leading-edge, all-natural product in DNA repair. If you also notice on the press release, we've now had this product since October 2009. We had a press release January, of 2010, January 4th to be exact, with the press release of us getting the exclusivity and direct sale. This agreement is a global alliance no matter where it is. We have the rights to it, so we actually control it. That's powerful. What it also says is this: every single time each and every one of you have ever seen AC11 in our materials, you've seen it in basically black font, some kind of black font, AC-11, trademark, and you've gone forward. If you go to the back office now, you're going to see a logo there. There's a reason why we're allowed to use that. And I'll just let you know there's a lot of pieces of the puzzle that are coming together that are securing us to a future for each and every one of you to understand something. The past 15 years, and I don't know how much longer, it's probably a lot longer to go on, has been all about making fortunes with the Internet. Those who are at the right place at the right time, and you know all the stories. We can go from Google to, obviously MySpace, Facebook, Twitter, you name it, there's more to come. And it's been all about it. And the money has been following and chasing, and now you really have to be creative to figure out how you can go out to Amazon, eBay, again, what you can do with the Internet. The next 20 years, the next biggest thing since the Internet is in DNA repair and stem cell health. Everybody with big dollars, billionaires, are looking to invest in this area. Each and every one of you today, and starting in the place you're at, it doesn't matter if you're a national director or you're an affiliate. I don't really care. You are here at the very groundbreaking forefront of the next revolution in financial independence. You'll be seeing the biggest names in money investing in this area very soon. They know it's a little early, and there's more clinical evidence coming, but they can't stop it. It's rolling. Now, Dr. Robin L. Smith at the second stem cell conference that NeoStem is at is speaking on a very prestigious panel. She's a member of the panel where she's going to be sitting down with some of the most brilliant stem cell minds in the world, and she's been asked to be part of that panel. She is speaking at our event. We're going to bring on some experts in DNA that you don't even ever heard of that now want to affiliate with us. Some big people who want to market have been calling us the past 24 hours on their own and calling and saying, this press release, what does this mean? And what it means exactly is you and our whole team. That means everyone on your group. Doesn't matter whether you're corporate here at the office or you're the brand new person who signed up tonight or yesterday. Doesn't matter. You all now are sitting at a place that I had fortunate to sit at some point in my career early on when antioxidants were the rage, and it still is obviously very, very important in nutrition and health and wellness. You're at a place where you have the opportunity equal to anyone in the company, and I really mean that. I don't care. I don't know who the number one income earner will be. I don't even know where they'll come from, but I do believe a lot of people who are not going to join for a year or two are going to make a fortune, or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. But you are here early. What you do with what the information I'm going to share with you, I'm sharing with you now, is up to you. But and I truly mean this, and I know this is a phrase in network marketing and maybe in other companies you've heard before, but you are sitting at the genesis of the next financial revolution and the health and wellness revolution, both. People are going to be putting money in it, and we are at the very beginning here in natural nutrition. You're starting to see companies already talking about cells and molecules and all this wonderful stuff, but yet we've now secured the ingredient, all natural, partnership. What this means to you is take a look at the clues. Start to understand you're in business. You have an opportunity to change your life, not only for the health, and I'm really not here to sell the product today. We have incredible doctors. Get to Atlanta. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. You need to be there. It will just change your life dramatically. But we're going to have incredible people. I want you to understand the opportunity at the forefront here. We are sitting on a pinnacle here ahead of the field. You are sitting at that. Not just I. It's not the company. It's you. But I said it, and I mean, you guys are very, very valuable. You will see some great information that will not only help you sell the product, but will help you fill your bank account at this event in Atlanta. And I promise you that, on both accounts.